If you're a man over 60, I want you to listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you could genuinely change the way you feel inside your own body, your energy, your stamina, your confidence, even your intimate performance. Thousands of men believe they have to simply accept weaker blood flow, low vitality, and disappointing performance after a certain age. But the truth is, you absolutely do not have to surrender to those limitations. And today, I'm going to reveal a simple, natural combination that older men around the world are using to restore powerful circulation, something that goes far beyond medications, far beyond temporary fixes, and far beyond wishful thinking. And I'm warning you now, once you understand this, you'll never look at ordinary kitchen ingredients the same way again, because the reality is, many men have heard of baking soda being helpful for the body, especially for things like stomach acid balance, inflammation, and circulation. But if you're using baking soda alone, you're missing out on 90% of its potential power. In fact, experts warn that using baking soda by itself may offer only very mild, temporary effects. But when you combine it with the specific natural powder I'm about to describe later in this video, something remarkable happens in the bloodstream. Men report feeling warmth returning to areas that have gone cold for years. Veins become more open and responsive. The body produces more nitric oxide naturally, the same signaling molecule responsible for strong erections and healthy arteries. And in many cases, men report improvements not in weeks or months, but within days. So before we talk about the exact powder to mix with baking soda for what many men call a vascular explosion, let's first talk about why so many men struggle with poor circulation after 60 in the first place, because understanding the problem is the first step to fixing it. As we age, several biological changes occur inside the vascular system. Arteries stiffen, the inner walls of blood vessels become less flexible, plaque buildup reduces blood flow, like rust forming inside a pipe. The heart has to work harder just to push blood through narrow passages. And one of the most important changes, and the one most men don't hear about, is the drop in nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide is the molecule that tells your blood vessels to open wide and allow strong, healthy circulation to flow through. When you were 20, your body made plenty of it automatically. That's why erections were effortless, stamina felt unlimited, and energy recovered quickly. But after 60, nitric oxide levels drop by more than 60%, and by 70, levels can fall as low as 20% of what they once were. When that happens, everything that relies on strong circulation begins to suffer. Heart health, prostate health, erectile strength, brain function, and even muscle recovery. And that brings us back to baking soda. Baking soda can help balance blood acidity levels and reduce excess citric acid in the body. When blood is too acidic, it becomes harder for red blood cells to carry oxygen and much harder for nitric oxide to do its job. That's why some people notice improved stamina or relief in muscle tension when they use baking soda properly. But here's the crucial part. Baking soda alone does not stimulate nitric oxide or open blood vessels. It only prepares the environment. It clears the pathway but does not activate circulation powerfully by itself. Think of it like clearing debris from a roadway. Yes, it helps. But clearing the road doesn't move the car. You still need fuel and ignition. And that is where the real magic happens. The special powder that transforms baking soda from something mildly helpful into something that supports dramatic improvements in blood flow. Now, I want you to think about something for a moment. Imagine you're sitting comfortably in your favorite chair. You feel warmth in your hands and feet instead of coldness. Your mind feels clearer, your legs feel lighter. You stand up without discomfort. You feel circulation returning to the parts of your body that matter most to you, your heart, your muscles, and yes, your intimate areas. Imagine feeling hopeful and confident again, rather than frustrated or embarrassed, because the truth is, no man wants to feel like he's slowly fading. Inside every man, even at 60, 70, 80, or beyond, there is still a fighter, a lover, a leader, and a source of strength. And restoring blood flow is one of the fastest ways to awaken that part of yourself again. So what is this powder that creates the vascular explosion effect when combined with baking soda? It's something you may already have heard about: beetroot powder. Beetroot powder is one of the most powerful natural nitric oxide boosters ever studied. Medical researchers and cardiovascular health experts have shown that beetroot contains naturally occurring nitrates that convert into nitric oxide inside the body. And unlike synthetic pills, beetroot works with your system gently and safely. It opens blood vessels, improves oxygen delivery, and increases circulation without forcing the body aggressively. When beetroot enters the bloodstream, it signals the blood vessels to relax and widen, a process known as vasodilation. That means more blood can flow through with less resistance. For men experiencing cold hands or feet, fatigue, or erectile issues, this is critical. Strong circulation means stronger organ performance, stronger stamina, and stronger sexual function. But when beetroot is mixed with baking soda, something extraordinary happens. Baking soda helps support a stable pH environment in the bloodstream, which allows the nitrate to nitric oxide conversion process to happen more efficiently and more powerfully. That combination, balanced blood chemistry plus nitric oxide stimulation, is what produces what many men call a vascular explosion. Let me explain it another way. If nitric oxide is the key, then blood P. Balance is the doorway. Baking soda opens the doorway. Beetroot is the key that unlocks circulation. Without the key, the door stays closed. Without the door open, the key is useless. But when the two come together, men feel the difference quickly. Better morning energy, stronger blood flow, improved erectile firmness, better exercise performance, and in many cases, a renewed sense of masculinity. Some men report that within a week of using the combination properly, they feel changes like easier urination, reduced nighttime bathroom trips, improved walking stamina, or stronger intimate responses. And while results vary from person to person, the principle remains consistent. When your blood flows better, everything in your body begins to function better. Now, before I explain how many men safely use this combination, I want to speak to something important that often goes unspoken. Many older men silently suffer. They don't want to discuss low energy. They don't want to tell anyone they're struggling intimately. They don't want to admit they don't feel like the man they used to be. I understand that. It takes courage to face these issues. But I want you to know this. There is absolutely nothing weak or shameful about wanting to restore your vitality. Wanting to feel strong again is normal. Wanting to perform well is normal. Wanting to enjoy intimacy is normal. Taking control of your health is not a sign of aging weakness. It is a sign of maturity, wisdom, and strength. And if no one has told you this recently, let me say it now. You are not alone, and change is absolutely possible. So now that you understand why the combination of baking soda and beetroot powder is far more effective than using baking soda alone, let's talk about how many men over 60 safely use this mixture, when to take it, and what types of results they commonly experience. Because information is only powerful when you know how to apply it correctly and consistently. First, let's address dosage. Most men who experience positive results start with a small amount because the goal is to gently support the body rather than overwhelm it. A common approach is this: half a teaspoon of baking soda mixed with 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder, dissolved into a glass of warm water. Some men prefer to squeeze in a little fresh lemon juice to improve taste, but that part is optional. The timing is also important. Many men find that taking it once daily, preferably in the morning on an empty stomach, helps them feel the effects more noticeably. More energy, clearer circulation, and better stamina throughout the day. Others choose to take it about an hour before physical activity, exercise, or intimacy, and they often report a stronger blood flow response. The key is consistency. This isn't about taking it once and expecting miracles. It's about supporting your body day after day, giving it the tools it needs to restore what time has gradually reduced. And here's another detail that is important for older men to understand. When blood vessels begin to open and circulation improves, you may experience sensations you haven't felt in years. Warmth returning to the feet or hands, a gentle pulse in the legs, less stiffness when walking, sometimes increased energy or a mental uplift, and of course improvements in sexual performance, firmer erections, increased sensitivity, longer endurance. These kinds of changes happen because blood flow is life. When circulation improves, every cell of your body receives more oxygen and nutrition. Some men even report improved sleep, because better circulation helps the body relax and reduces nighttime bathroom trips. Others notice better digestion or reduced bloating, because blood flow is essential for the digestive system as well. You might also feel more physically balanced, lighter, more alert, or more motivated. These aren't miracles, they are simply the results of restoring something nature intended you to have all along. But I want to say something very important. If you have high blood pressure, kidney issues, or you're on medication, you should always talk with your doctor before adding new supplements. This is not because the combination is dangerous for most people, but because good health decisions always start with awareness. And if your doctor isn't familiar with natural ingredients like beetroot, that's okay. Many medical experts now support natural nitric oxide boosters, especially for men trying to avoid relying entirely on medications. Now, here's something else I want you to think about. When men age, they often feel as if their body is slowing down beyond their control. They feel trapped inside a machine that isn't responding the way it used to. Maybe exercise feels harder than it should. Maybe recovery takes longer. Maybe intimacy feels like a struggle instead of something enjoyable and natural. And when these challenges build up, men sometimes fall into silence. They stop speaking up, stop trying, stop believing anything can truly improve. That silence can be heavy, lonely, and sometimes painful. If you have ever felt that way, please hear me clearly. You do not have to accept decline. Your body is designed to respond and rebuild when you give it what it needs. Neuroplasticity changes the brain. Muscle fibers regenerate. Blood vessels grow new pathways. Nitric oxide production improves. Your heart becomes stronger. Your body is not done. It is just waiting for the right conditions. And maybe for the first time in many years, you're about to give your body exactly what it's been asking for. But to multiply the benefits of the baking soda and beetroot combination, there are a few simple lifestyle actions that dramatically enhance nitric oxide production. These require no extreme effort, just small daily habits that can make a big difference. For example, walking for at least 15 to 20 minutes increases circulation and signals your arteries to become more flexible. Deep breathing through the nose instead of the mouth stimulates nitric oxide release directly from the sinus passages. Eating foods like spinach, arugula, pomegranate, and watermelon provides natural nitrates that help maintain healthy blood vessel function. Hydration is another powerful factor. Blood becomes thicker when the body is dehydrated, making circulation harder. Drinking more water helps the bloodstream move smoothly and transport nutrients more effectively. Magnesium-rich foods like almonds or pumpkin seeds help relax arterial walls. Even sunlight exposure helps because when sunlight hits the skin, it triggers nitric oxide release into the bloodstream. And emotionally, hope matters. Stress and anxiety are circulation killers. When the mind is tense, the body tightens. Blood vessels constrict, heart rhythm changes. But when you feel calm and supported, when you believe in possibility, your body responds differently. I want you to imagine waking up one morning and noticing that your body feels lighter. Your legs feel stronger beneath you. You climb a staircase without stopping. You look in the mirror and see brightness in your eyes. You feel the return of confidence. You feel alive again. That's what strong circulation gives you. Life. And when this vitality returns, something else happens too. Relationships improve. Intimacy improves. Communication becomes easier. You begin to regain a sense of purpose and enthusiasm. Many older men describe it as feeling like they've stepped back into their true identity rather than feeling trapped inside a body that is slowing them down. But I also want you to understand something crucial. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progress. You deserve to feel better than you do today. And the journey begins with one simple step: supporting your circulation and nitric oxide levels consistently. So here is the simple daily routine many men follow. 1 glass of warm water, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder, optional lemon for taste. Take once in the morning or 1 hour before physical activity. Combine that with hydration, a short daily walk, deep breathing, and a commitment to hope, not discouragement, because by doing this, you are telling your body, I'm not done, I'm still here, I'm fighting for my health, my strength, and my life. And I want to leave you with this powerful thought: you are capable of far more than you realize. Your age does not define your potential. Your body is constantly rebuilding and renewing itself, no matter how old you are. You are not broken. You are not too late. You are on the edge of a new chapter, one where you take control of your circulation, your vitality, and your masculinity. Men who take action today become the men who inspire others tomorrow. And if no one has told you this yet, I believe in you. Your best days do not have to be behind you. They can still be ahead. Thank you for spending time with me today. If this message has helped you or inspired hope, please support this channel by liking this video, subscribing, and sharing it with another man who may need encouragement or direction. You never know whose life you might change. And if you'd like more natural methods to support blood flow, prostate health, urinary ease, and intimate performance after 60, let me know in the comments and I'll create more videos to guide you step by step. Take control of your health starting today. Your body is ready to respond. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.